The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Back on the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman prevails 76-56 over the Mars Hill Lions. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, it wasn't pretty at times, but it does add up to a 20-point win over Mars Hill, your seventh straight victory, and your seventh in a row by double digits. But this one not up to snuff, it felt like, in places. What sticks out to you about this one?
If you tell me that you hold a team to 56 points and 38 or 36% from the field and 25 from the three, and you out-rebound them by 10, and I would like to think that I personally would be like, man, we had a good night, at least on the defensive side. But offensively, we were just a train wreck. And I'm not sure whether or not it was just a lack of focus, which I don't know why that would be. I mean, Mars Hill's really given to us in the last few years. I don't really have a great reason understanding, but I do like the fact that despite the adversity of poor performance, we locked down and defended, controlled what we could control defensively. And that in of itself, that and rebounding, allowed us to come out with a 20-point win. Despite our incredible efforts to not win the game offensively, defense and rebounding let us do it.
It feels weird to say that, too, when you shoot 58% from the field after halftime.
I know. It's such this was so unusual. I don't know if it was I don't know if maybe the expectations of a mauling were for some there. You know me, the overwhelming scared chicken that I am. I never do anything but have respect and fear for everybody. But I don't know what everybody else thought. Well, this was going to be just a bloodletting, but I knew better. And yeah, I mean, like you said, shoot 58 from the field, 60-something from the three. What's the problem? But it wasn't up to snuff.
I asked you off air, and I'll bring it on air, and that might just be because I've been talking for 7 consecutive hours. But I asked, was this one ugly? And I had the thought, am I just tired and punchy from calling 7 hours worth of games today?
No, you're not. You called it as it really was. And on behalf of all Eagle Nation, we do appreciate your efforts today because you have the voice has been turned on for
since noon.
Yes, it's noon. So we challenged you, but you delivered as you always do.
You look at the individual efforts. Not a lot of on Monday, you had a guy in Trip Davis jump up and score 44. That wasn't the case today. A lot of different guys did get involved, but not one standout stud. If you, as frustrated as the nature of this one made you, how pleased are you that a lot of different guys scored and provided small little bits of pop?
Well, that's been the funnest thing about this team this year. You know, guys, we just have a level of balance that is quite obvious. So, you know, you mentioned Trip Davis had 44 the other night, and he has, you know, the Sports Center glory of the 44-point effort. He has 9 tonight. But then you have a Ren Dyer that steps up with 12 points, 8 boards, 4 assists. You know, a very quiet Luke Brennigan with 9 points, 8 assists. Dima Bykoff comes off the bench and in limited minutes goes 7 points, 5 boards, you know, a block. McElhaney came in there and knocked down a couple of threes. So I love our balance, and that allows it to be where you don't have to focus or really as a coach, you don't have to hope that one guy comes in and just delivers when you have the balance that we have, and I'm thankful for that for sure.
How much of the ugliness today do you feel was based on Mars Hill shot blocking and rim protection? 10 block shots on the day.
Well, I mean, it was shocking, I guess, because we knew Nasser Daniel. He had a track record of doing that. Then a kid like Justice Shelton, a freshman, steps in there, and I mean, you know, he is a freshman, so he's got the body of a freshman, and he's not built for physicality, which he will be in the future. But he jumps there and blocks 3. You know, Austin Gilliard, a perimeter player, jumps there and blocks 1. So I didn't see that part coming, but it came, and in the short term, that probably did add to the grossness of what we saw. But again, to give guys on our team credit, I mean, they did. I don't know what we got out there. It was a 30-point game, and we fizzled there at the end. So credit to them that we did sort of handle our business in the most heinous way, but heinous nonetheless.
This one was weird in and of itself. And how much does it owe to the fact that you started 2 hours earlier than scheduled, and that decision was made about 6 hours before what became game time? Did that play a role tonight?
We tried to keep that out of our guys' minds, but there's no doubt it sort of felt like there was a bit of a rush. And that all that's tied to weather. I mean, we wanted Mars Hill to be able to get down here safely and to get back home safely, and everybody was trying to make adjustments. Both institutions, both athletic departments were trying to make changes and adjustments, and we pulled it off to get the game in. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that at one point, mid-afternoon, I thought, good gracious, this has already been a full day, and we've not even got to the game yet. So we tried to protect our guys from that, but so I don't know if they really knew, but yeah, they did know we were starting earlier. I don't want to say if that is an excuse, it's not a great one by any means.
Quick turnaround, real quick. 22 hours from now, you'll tip against this same team. Your prep is there. How do you go out and deliver a respectable result?
Kevin, I can tell you this. In 18 years as a college head coach and about 600 games, I've never done a back-to-back with the same team. So I'm not sure exactly how to think. Does this are we more excited tomorrow? Are they more? Are we less excited? Are they? I don't know what to think. The venues will change. But I don't think it's one of those deals where, you've played two halves and we'll just pick up we've had another halftime and we're going to just pick it up. It'll be a completely unique, new situation. I do think because of the fact it's a home game for them and we won today and they lost it, I think they will have some extra juice. But I'm hoping our guys want to try to erase the bad taste that was left in our mouths from this ugly win.
All right, Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on a lipstick-covered pig and a 76-56 win over the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill.
We'll take it, Cavi.
That's Carson-Newman.